Welcome back. Well, any which ways you cut it, it's a quiet session. But let's find out what's going on in DD Street Chatter. Nimesh joins us to tell us what he's picking up. Nimesh, as quiet as can be for a Friday.
Oh yes, Nigel, flat day of trade, but the way to look would be, given the weak global cues, given that our own PCR is at close to 1.4, 14-15 stocks are in F&O band, we've not given up the gains and we are holding in the green. That's largely because of the institutional buying. Outside of blocks as well, I understand there are buy flows. So today for a change, there is a mid-cap basket buying is what I understand at a leading FI desk. Within sectors, OMCs are well bid, so is the case with auto names. The two-wheelers I have highlighted because of the JP Morgan note, and also some select PSU banks also are well bid by large institutions. So as I said, not a bad outcome in today's market given the global backdrop as what we've been seeing. Technically, today's weekly close above the 24,600 is going to be very crucial, and the sense I'm getting is if that sustains, which looks like it's going to sustain, you might see further rally on the upside and further short covering as well. So net, while blocks have been pretty big and this week saw large numbers, but even outside of blocks, the momentum in terms of buying by the larger FIs and domestic institutions continue. And for a change today, it's the mid caps which have been well bid.
Okay, and what about in terms of individual stocks? Normally, you always start off with blocks. This is what happened today. This is what's expected next week. What do you have for us? So let's go with what Rima said. The couple of blocks which happened today, Tata Technologies and GMR Airports. I'll start with Tata Technologies first. Stock has recovered sharply from the intraday lows after the large block. 1 crore equity got changed hands. As Yatin pointed out, it's a clean out trade from a FI investor. But the street has been talking about a big slippage. That doesn't seem to be the case, is what I understand from bankers. It's a well bid book, both from HNIs as well as from family offices. So disclosures could be quite interesting. But as Yatin pointed out, it's a clean out trade, and hence we've seen an up move in that particular name. The second stock is GMR Airports. Even there was a large block, nearly 1% equity got changed hands. I understand a domestic mutual fund was a seller, and a large long only fund was a buyer in GMR Airports today. So again, disclosures, if it happens, could be quite interesting in GMR Airports as well. The second stock is PAYTM. Been in the news of late, been buzzing as well. There are large volumes in the last couple of days. HNI investors are quite active as well. But now I understand there could be a large block in PAYTM very soon. The strategic investor who owns close to 9-10% could be a potential seller there. So watch out for that in days to come. The third stock is Morepen Labs. Again, small stock, but again, back in limelight of late, they did a QIP as well. Some good funds bought into it. HNIs are quite active as well in Morepen Labs of late, and hence a big move in the last few days. And the last is both the OMCs, HPCL and IOC in particular. While the stocks have been buzzing slightly, but the volumes are on the higher side, and looks like there is delivery-based buying now, which has come back in the OMC names, and specifically on IOC and HPCL.
Okay, all right. Nimesh, thanks a lot for joining and giving us that list. Well, let's get Mitesh Thakkar back into.
Thank you for watching CNBC TV18. For all our top stories and news updates, follow us on our social media platforms.